Aim training, day 12. I'd like to start out with just 100 bot kills. I find that's a really good warm-up. This is the aim training map as it debuted last time, the last video. You can actually close these walls off if you want to get a little bit more focused on what you're looking at. All this stuff will close up. But there's a bunch of different options here. Today I'm going to be working on the challenges. And we'll start out with 100 bots, because it's so you don't burn your knuckles out from clicking so much. And go ahead and start. One thing I'd like to say about the 100 bot challenge is it's good to just shoot as you would shoot and then notice where you're at. And so you're starting out slow and figure out where you're starting at, what's your starting point, what's your threshold, and how far can you push yourself. And then after about maybe one round of doing it kind of slow, figuring out where you're at with your aim, then you can start moving fast and start flicking to the head. Just barely starting out. My hand's all like janked up anyway. Getting that flick down is important to be able to get consistent shots. Some people are really good at it. There's actually something with the hand that there's a hand connection or hand-brain connection that's neurological that you're actually born with, and it's really hard to change it except through muscle memory. And so your neurological connection, how fast you can react to your hand, can only be changed so much. But your muscle memory can be dialed in to how you want it. So it may be more frustrating for people who have low finger dexterity or low tweezer dexterity, which is using a tool with your hands, but you can actually get to the same point as anybody else. It's just more frustrating. Stuff like this is what you have to do all the time to get a good aim. So probably a lot of the people that are top shooters in the world for SBSs and stuff, they probably actually just have really high tweezer dexterity, or at least most of them. They also practice 7 to 8 hours a day, so I mean, that's also a thing. So instead of just the initial 100 bots training method and challenge modes that you can go into here, which I like a lot to start out with, you can also come back over here, open up all the walls, a little bit different than I initially did. What I like to do here is just open up the walls, come out right there. And this will open up all these walls to a very short distance. And so the bots are all stuck within this little distance here. But then we have this thing on the back right corner. You hit this thing, they start to move around. They start slashing at you. And you can get them to respawn if you want to. This creates a little circle of death around this place. But you can also increase the speed and change how they move. And so you can start tracking people. I'll just kill the glitch spots first. And you can practice like this. You can even add a challenge to this if you wanted to, and so you can challenge yourself. It's really good for tracking and learning how to slide your mouse instead of just like track the head instead of just flip the head like a standstill target. It seems to be that you're actually trying to track the head until they come to a stop almost. You can get them like mid-movement, but it's almost a guessing game because how fast it changes. This is just another method of practicing your aim. Alright, so this is 40 minutes of CSGO FFA warm-up server. It's always good to play this. To warm your hands up a little bit. Dominating! I'm thinking about actually timing each one of the shots to get a better idea of exactly what the average is and how fast people are moving the cursors on an average, so you could actually train to shoot just a little bit faster than everybody else. I just want to get that first headshot. That's what I'm training for right now. Even though it's a deathmatch, it's a little bit harder. It trains you a little bit better just to go for the headshot, even though they have the advantage. Got killed by Shroud Jr. Shroud's son killed me. Dominating! It's also good to watch your breathing and how you're breathing. Because when you play a video game, you start to take these small little breaths, and those breaths are not good enough for oxygen levels in your body's inflammation levels from all your Monster drinks. This is not sponsored by Monster in any way. You just die over and over in these servers. It's really good practice. It keeps you going. Dominating! There we go. All that practice. Sometimes you might find that you do better competitively. Like you're actually in the game, your aim actually increases. That guy had really good aim. But you find that you actually move your mouse a lot more precisely and you flick a lot better when you're actually in a competitive match of any sort. Actually playing with other players and trying to win. I think because it has to do with the focus. Your eyes actually focus a whole lot faster and a lot better when you're under stress. Or mine do, at least. Maybe a factor of skill right there. Because the hand-eye coordination, it actually has to do with focus. Not just neurology or muscle memory or anything like that. It's how bad you want it sometimes. How bad do you want to win?